Please welcome to the stage Shoptalk President Sophie Wawro and Shoptalk Senior Vice President of Content Krystina Gustafson.
Good afternoon and welcome to Shoptalk and the great theatre of retail.
Yes, welcome to our biggest and we hope very best Shop Talk yet. And Sophie, welcome to your very first Shop Talk.
Thank you, Krystina. It is such a joy to be here at last. This edition of Shop Talk has been a long time in the planning, and I'm so excited to be here sharing it with you all. You're part of a community of 10,000 people who have traveled to Las Vegas from 61 countries to join us at the show today. Shoptalk is your opportunity to put aside your day-to-day challenges, to stop thinking about the next week or the next quarter, and look ahead to the next year or the next decade. Because really, how much time have you had to breathe in the last 3 years, to step back and to look forward? We're coming together as a community at an inflection point for the retail industry. From generative AI to retail media networks, there are industry-wide paradigm shifts happening right now. And the retail winners of the next decade will be those who are innovating and investing at this exact moment in time.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Sophie. And the ones who win are going to be those who see the pressures that they're facing today as long-term opportunities for business model reinvention. Those who want to understand how customer behavior is changing and find new ways to engage with their consumers. And those who recognize that economic downturns can actually be cradles for true innovation and create the space to capitalize on it. All of you here today in this room are those very people, our community of retail changemakers who have gathered here for the next few days to help create the future of the industry.
So, our community of changemakers, how will you create the future of retail? Well, we've designed Shoptalk to give you the tools to do exactly that. And that starts with our agenda, which is the largest and most heavily curated in the industry. The insights it's going to give you will change the way you think about the challenges and opportunities ahead of you in the next decade. Krystina's going to give you a preview of what you can expect across our stages in the next 3 days in just a sec. But the most transformational tool we'll be introducing to you and your business this year is also the most transformational change that Shoptalk has gone through since its inception, and that is Meetup at Shoptalk. Awaiting you tomorrow is the biggest meetings program in the history of the retail industry, and I guarantee the largest number of simultaneous meetings you have ever seen. Over the next 2 days, we've scheduled 50,000 one-to-one meetings within our community of retailers, consumer-facing brands, technology innovators, investors, analysts, and journalists. For the first time ever, the whole Shoptalk community has had the opportunity to use our incredible tech platform to request a totally bespoke schedule of meetings tailored to their exact collaboration requirements, whether they're looking to meet potential customers and partners, discover new products and solutions, uncover the hottest startups, launch products, make announcements, share news, or just make new friends. And these aren't speculative connections. Every single one of those 50,000 meetings is double opted in, meaning the people sitting on both sides of the table are there because they recognize the potential of that connection to be transformative for their business. We know that the most valuable commodity that you have is your time, and I want to personally thank you for choosing to invest that time in Shoptalk. My team and I have spent the past year putting all of our energy and our time into repaying your investment by making sure that these are the most efficient 3 days of your year. With the introduction of Meetup at Shoptalk, you no longer have to cross your fingers and hope that you'll bump into the right people during your time here. We're leveling the playing field. The future of retail is going to be defined by a large number of people from across the industry collaborating in the right ways and at the right times, and that is what Meetup is here to facilitate. For the few of you who missed out on the opportunity to join Meetup this year, I really recommend heading down to take a look over the next couple of days. I promise you won't forget the buzz of thousands of meetings happening at the same time, and it'll give you a flavor of what you can expect and look forward to next year. And if you really can't wait to try Meetup for yourself, Don't forget that Shoptalk Europe is just around the corner, taking place in beautiful Barcelona in just 6 weeks' time. And while Meetup is a new addition to the show this year, all the parts of Shoptalk that you know and love are back too. We're showcasing over 700 of the most innovative technology providers in the world across our exhibit hall and sponsor areas. We're hosting our largest ever Table Talks program, where retailers and brands can come together for peer-to-peer learning and bridge building. And I can't wait to see you all in your white outfits on Tuesday night at our world-famous Whiteout Beach Party, headlined by Nelly. And of course, our enormous agenda and speaker lineup is back and better than ever. So Krystina, tell us what we can expect on our stages in the next 3 days.
Yes, happy to do that, Sophie. Well, during your time here at Shoptalk, you're going to have the opportunity to attend 80 different sessions across 7 different content theaters, each one having been very carefully curated to address a specific element in retail's digital transformation. That's over 50 hours of content to be inspired by and to learn from. You'll get to choose from 275 speakers, 75% of who are CEOs or other C-level, and 100% of who were selected by the Shoptalk content team for the unique insights that they have to share. You'll get to hear from 12 incredible keynotes on this very stage. Our headliners include the CEOs of Pinterest and Foot Locker Inc., who have each been in their roles for less than a year and will be able to share unique insights into the go-forward strategies for their businesses. But they also include the founders and CEOs of disruptive companies like Verishop and Brilliant Earth, who are rewriting the rules for shopper engagement. Now, at its core, our agenda is focused on innovation and specifically how new technologies and business models are changing how consumers discover, shop, and buy. But while the scale of our agenda provides you with numerous opportunities to discover new technologies and learn new things, we also realize that at times it can be a little bit overwhelming to navigate. So for this year's Shop Talk, we've boiled it down to 5 critical questions that our agenda will help you answer. The first is, what does best-in-class shopper engagement look like? In other words, how can you be present where your shoppers are, as the way that they search for and discover products is constantly changing? You're going to be able to join sessions that examine the platforms and capabilities that companies need to understand, everything from social commerce to shoppable video to visual search and generative AI. We'll also look at how companies are leveraging zero and first-party data in order to make sure that those interactions and engagements are more meaningful. Second, what emerging channels will deliver growth for my business? Here at Shoptalk, we always want to make sure that we're going beyond the obvious and established. So yes, you can certainly expect to hear about the latest in e-commerce, marketplaces, direct-to-consumer, and wholesale relationships. But we also want to look at how emerging channels like Web3 and retail media are being applied today and in the future of the industry. Third, how do I deliver an outstanding store experience? Now, this is one we are particularly excited about because we made sure to beef up the amount of content on our agenda dedicated to physical stores based on the feedback that you guys gave us after our 2022 show. Digital innovation is not limited to online, and so our agenda is going to explore how companies are reimagining their stores to deliver unified, seamless, and engaging experiences. We'll talk about the impact that these changes are going to have on store operations and design, as well as what they'll mean for the role of the store going forward. And we're also going to take a close look at the opportunities that you have to enable your frontline workers in order to help accelerate your digital transformation. Fourth, which technology investments will boost my revenue and profitability? Efficiency and profitability are 2 big themes right now, not just here at Shoptalk, but you can certainly expect to hear about both throughout the show. There's no mistaking that we're now in a more pragmatic investment environment, but despite the current narrative, we want to reiterate that now is still an incredible time for innovation. We take it as our responsibility to help you discover new technologies that can help you unlock savings in your business while also improving the customer experience. And finally, what organizational changes will help me win? Successful businesses have to keep evolving their structures and leadership strategies in order to successfully unlock digital transformation. You're going to hear how organizations are breaking down barriers and processes to share data and insights across divisions, as well as get firsthand advice from leaders about how to enable and inspire your teams.
Thanks, Krystina. So as you can see, we've got an exhilarating, inspiring, and educational 3 days ahead. The introduction of Meetup to Shoptalk this year is the result of our constant desire to unlock new opportunities and value for you. This is your Shoptalk, and we build it in partnership with you. So, as you're exploring the show over the next 3 days, I'd love to invite you to stop me or any of my team and tell us what you think and what you'd like us to do next. We'd love to speak to you. We've been in a continuous dialogue with our community over the past year already, and what we've heard loud and clear is that there is more opportunity for the opportunities and learning that Shoptalk catalyzes than we can possibly fulfill by coming together just once a year. We saw this in action with your huge response to the launch of Meetup, with the number of requests to be introduced topping 322,000. That's 322,000 connections that you asked us to facilitate. And even though we have built an area bigger than 5 football fields downstairs to host all of those introductions, we couldn't possibly squeeze them all into just one show. That's why, today, I am thrilled to be sharing with you all a huge new development in the evolution of Shoptalk. Introducing Shoptalk Fall. Next March, Shoptalk will be right back here at the Mandalay Bay, but for the first time ever, you won't have to wait for another year to be part of the conversations that help you set the course of your business. From October 8th to 10th, 2024, Shoptalk will be landing in Chicago. Just as you've come to expect from Shoptalk in Las Vegas, Shoptalk Fall will set the industry narrative by bringing together the most innovative brands in retail and facilitating tens of thousands more connections. The launch of Shoptalk Fall is going to help you all drive the retail industry even faster into the future. So, mark those dates in your calendar and get ready to see a whole new side to Shoptalk. We can't wait to tell you all about our plans for Chicago. Head to fall.shoptalk.com to stay in the loop. Shoptalk Fall is the newest addition to the Shoptalk family, giving you all the tools you need to fuel your entire year in the most efficient way possible and have an unbelievable time doing it. But all that lies ahead. For now, welcome to Shoptalk.